If you really want to change your life from this moment forward, you need awareness and you need to be honest with yourself. That's the first piece. That's why I asked you that question. If your life was broadcast on the evening news, how would you live? Because you have to live that way every day. With that level of awareness and honesty with self, you will start to hold yourself accountable to a higher standard, right? You're not going to binge eat on those donuts if you know everyone's going to be watching you. You're not going to skip out on the gym if you know the whole world's going to be watching you. You're not going to hit snooze because you'd feel embarrassed about that. Why would you feel embarrassed? Why do you care what they think? Welcome to the Unstoppable Mindset Podcast. I'm your host, Sean Michael Crane. We got a new spot, you guys. We're back in action. We're here in Santa Barbara, California at the Unstoppable HQ. Me and my team members, we got a really amazing place. We're super blessed. We're right here in the heart of downtown Santa Barbara. We're making a massive impact. We're starting here in our local community, and it's going to spread throughout the entire country and the world. My vision's massive. God blessed me with a beautiful vision, and I got the courage to take action. So you're going to see me and hear from me every day, right? I got a heart to serve, I got stories to tell, and I got lives to change. And so today I want to bring a really profound message to you guys. For those of you who want to be great in life, you want to be the best versions of yourself. I know you all have that feeling inside of you, but a lot of you quit and gave up a long time ago. You gave up. You gave up in your career. You accepted a salary or some basic job just to pay the bills. You gave up on your own personal development and growth. You gave up. You settled. It's a plague right now in the United States of America. All these fat men walking around, all these men who are disgruntled, upset, irritable all the time. It's a plague. It's an epidemic, right? And we're here to change that and raise the standards. That's what Unstoppable is all about. Raising the standards so people see what's possible and they rise to that occasion. Because what I know is when we have the right examples around, the right mentors, the right leaders, we see what's possible and we get inspired by those people. But if you just see a bunch of average Joes walking around who gave up, who sold out, who quit on their dreams, who are letting their spirit die, it's infectious in a negative way. So today I want to ask you something. Number one, are you living the life of your dreams? Are you living the life that your heart is calling you to live? Like when you're going to sleep every night, are you immensely proud of who you become and how you're living? How you treated your kids, how you treated your wife, how you showed up in your business or at work, how you showed up for yourself. If you're not going to sleep every single night, feeling immensely proud of who you are, you're wasting days, you're wasting these precious moments, and you're never going to get them back. That's the first thing I want you to think about, okay? The second thing I want you to think about, if your days were recorded and broadcast on the evening news, how would you feel knowing that your family members, your friends, people at work, and people in the world were going to watch the way that you lived that day? How would you feel? Would you be nervous? Would you be anxious? Would you wish that they weren't going to watch what you did? When people tuned in to see a life that you lived, a day in your life, would they watch it or would they quickly turn to another channel? I'm talking to you people out there who want to change the world. I get so many messages from you guys saying you want to speak on stages, you want to grow your online coaching programs, you have a message to share, you have a heart to serve. Where the fuck are you? Where are you and who are you? Because here's the thing, if you want to achieve success in life at the massive level that your heart is calling you to grow, to scale to, it requires you to live in complete integrity with that truth every day, especially when no one's watching, especially when no one's around. To the extent that if your life was broadcast on the evening news and everyone saw how you lived, would you be proud of that person's actions? Would that person inspire the world? Would that person get other people thinking about what they're doing and how they're living? Would it get other people to think bigger, to dream bigger, to push harder, to try more? Or would you just blend in with everyone else and they'd quickly grab the remote and skip by and watch something different? This is how you have to think every day. This level of awareness and self-accountability is the foundation of personal development and growth. Because look it, no one is here to tell you to do this shit every day. You're a grown adult. No one cares as much as you're going to care about your goals and your dreams. This is something that has to be personal and you have to take complete ownership of your journey in this lifetime. So many people waste time. They don't have a plan when they wake up. They're idle in their days. They scroll on social media in between appointments, in between obligations. They're not maximizing their days. Then they wonder why their life is not changing. They wonder why they're not as happy as they could be. Like this is a symptom of how you're living and how you've conditioned yourself. But the guy who wakes up early and who has a plan, the guy who diligently focuses on that plan and has the mental intention as to who he's becoming when he's taking action. Like that guy starts to build so much momentum in his life. That guy's compounding these days. That's the person that you see ultimately achieving success in life. The CEOs, the business owners, the speakers, the coaches, the guys who have created wealth, the guys who have created impact, the movie stars, like the people that you're inspired by. You think they just woke up one day and that shit was given to them? You think they just woke up one day and it was handed to them? They outwork everybody. They obsess over their goals and they outwork everybody. They're there before everyone shows up and they stay later, right? They give more effort to what they're doing. They think about it when they're not in the midst of that action, and they're obsessing over their goals and who they're becoming, okay? These individuals in life are the people that you look up to that you wish you could be like. Guess what? You have the same DNA as they do, okay? You have the same fucking brain. You have the same, genetic makeup to an extent. You have all the abilities they have. The difference is they work harder and longer than you do. They believe in themselves and they never quit and give up. Most people don't know what's at stake, so they don't give their all to this life and they just waste it. And some of you watching this right now, you fall into that category and you're gonna live your entire life that way, making excuses, letting limiting beliefs stop you, holding back, and just not ever finding out what you're capable of. If you really want to change your life from this moment forward, you need awareness and you need to be honest with yourself. That's the first piece. That's why I asked you that question. If your life was broadcast on the evening news, how would you live? Because you have to live that way every day. With that level of awareness and honesty with self, you will start to hold yourself accountable to a higher standard, right? You're not going to binge eat on those donuts if you know everyone's going to be watching you. You're not going to skip out on the gym if you know the whole world's going to be watching you. You're not going to hit snooze because you'd feel embarrassed about that. Why would you feel embarrassed? Why do you care what they think? Because it's a reflection of your truth and who you want to be. Nobody wants to be embarrassed in life. No one wants others to look down on them. We want others to look up to us. We want others to be inspired by us. We want to inspire the whole world by who we become. But most of you don't rise to that occasion on a day-to-day basis, so you never become the person that can do that. So that's the first step. You need to have awareness and you need to be honest with yourself. I want you to get to the point when you look in the mirror, you love who you see. That's what this is all about. When you love who you see, you're going to love your children more, you're going to love your wife more, you're going to love your life more, and you're going to share that energy with the world. Isn't that who you want to be? Or do you want to be somebody that's consistently breaking promises to themselves, consistently declining in all areas of life because you're not taking care of yourself every single day, and then you're bringing that lame version home? You're bringing that lame version into your life? You're better than that. Motherfucker, you're better than that. And you have to recognize that you get this one life to do it right. Like, you don't know what's at stake, or you'd live so much differently. You would not let a single day pass by without maximizing your time and making sure you learned something new, you were able to grow, you positively impacted a life, you inspired people that you came across. Like, you need to feel the progression in real time, and you need to get those results for yourself. Whatever it is for you. You want to get in shape, right? You want to make more money? You want to be a better husband? You want to start your own job, your own business? You want to create your own fucking movement? What is it? What is it that your heart is calling you to do? You need to have that high level of awareness. You need to be honest with yourself, and then you need to be willing to take massive action every single day for the rest of your life. A lot of people start this journey of personal development. A lot of people start this journey in their businesses. They want to be entrepreneurs. And they think that it's going to end. Like, they think that it's like a basketball game where you show up, you shoot some warm-up shots, you play 4 quarters, and then it's over. And then what? You go home and kick your feet up? Like, that's called death. That's when your life's over. The moment that you kick your feet up is the moment that you start to decline, you go stagnant, and you jeopardize everything that you say you want. Why would you ever create a life that you want to take a break from? Like, why would you ever want to live a life where you need to take time off on the weekend, or you're looking forward to that 4-day weekend, a holiday, right? Like, most people hate Mondays and they love Fridays. Those are just names that we made up to help us to monitor how we're living, like week to week, month to month, to calculate how much days have passed by in a year. They mean nothing. They only mean something to you if you sold out on your dreams and you accepted a life less than you're capable. I want you to think about that. So I'm going to leave you with this. We're going to keep this one short and to the point. Unstoppable Mindset Podcast is back. We're going to be dropping fire episodes every single week. Make sure you listen to this, save it, subscribe, share it. We're going to change the world. But in order to change the world, I need you to step up to the plate. I need your strength. I need your inspiration. I need to see the transformation in you. And guess who else needs you? The people around you, whoever that is. If you have children, they desperately need you. Your wife, your husband, they desperately need you. The people that you're interacting with every single day, they need to see how fucking great you are. Imagine your life being broadcast on the evening news. Live with that awareness. Take the actions your heart is calling you to take and never look back.